breeze catches his attention. Incredible, isn't it? The elite players, they're just so aware of their surroundings. That is a fearsome practice swing.
He's got 8 iron here. Just taking his time, just getting his thoughts collected, then he's really going to commit to his shot. Again, I think he'll be starting this just inside the left side of the green and just letting it drift back to the right. Second time they've played this hole today, they'll really have dialed in their yardages by now.
Here we go then. Phil Archer away at the 18th. How's his luck?
Just drifting a little left there. I think he's expecting the wind to move it back and it hasn't.
It's still pretty good though in my book. That's a wonderful tee shot. And Ross Hyam and his brother Luke, who played in the amateur final, he had that wonderful shootout with Charlie Lydiard, looking on from the side of this tee box, and a few of the youngsters as well admiring the divot that Phil Archer took. He went at that one hard.
Yeah, most pros just take a real snippet of grass, not really the big chunky ones you see on a Saturday morning in the medal.
You've been watching me play, Matt.
Lovely shot there, Steve Cowell, John O'Leary in the background, ex-Ryder Cup player. Steve just trying to pick his club, judge the wind. Pressure firmly back on his shoulders. Phil's really laid the gauntlet down. Can he stand up to the plate?
Steve Cowell is really feeling it now. Solid tee shot from Phil Archer. Can Cowell match it? That's what this playoff is all about, the head-to-head encounter. It's away.
Steve leaning left normally means the ball's going right. He's got to catch the bunker, as it has done. It's going to leave him a tough trap shot. But after what we've seen today, anything can happen.
Yeah, let's not write Steve Cowell off just yet, but Phil Archer is certainly the man in control of this playoff and this final hole. Now Warren Bladen, I think he'll just want to get through this tee shot as quickly as possible. The defending champion, as we've said already, has done a marvellous job to get himself into the playoff and give himself a chance to retain his crown. Watching this one nervously on. He's on the dance floor. Tricky putt up the hill to the flag, but for Bladen, it just hasn't happened in this playoff.
William looking really tense. He's feeling it. He really goes through it, doesn't he, with the players?
He lives every single shot, I can assure you. Now, Jamie Harris, can he prove to this gallery that he's the fine player we know he is? That's a nice strike.
Yeah, much better looking swing there from Jamie. Just looking this up and down, I'd expect this to be close.
Oh, yes.
A lovely way for him to sign off, just knock that in for a 2. No doubt he'll be back next year.
Oh, Jamie Harris there, sharing a bit of humour with the camera. 3 holes too late. It just hasn't happened for him either. As the players march towards this 18th green, we have got a cracking showdown on our hands. Let's see what Lee Sharp and the panel make of this Trilby Tour blockbuster.
Stormy down on the green here at the 18th, and it looks like Phil Archer's gone into pole position, I'd say.
Yeah, definitely looks favourite to take it now, doesn't he? Stephen's missed it right there. He's got a tricky bunker shot. You know, Phil's a great putter as well, so from there he's going to fancy his chances to make 2 and win the title.
A little bit gutted if you're Steve?
Yeah, I mean, you just can't miss this green to the right, so we will be. I don't know if he went really aggressive at the pin, thinking he needed to finally make a birdie, but let's say Phillips hit it beautifully 15 feet left of the pin, and that's exactly where you're trying to hit the ball, really. So big mistake, but you never know. You can play a good trap shot, and if he can make a 3, he's got every chance of still being in it.
And Phil just seemed to be holding his nerve maybe down the last.
Well, certainly, I think, you know, that's the experience of a tour player, you know, week in, week out, aren't they? They're doing it, but he's had a great iron shot in there. As I say, I saw him earlier, he was a bit short, but this time he's probably clubbed up and he's knocked it pin high and he's got a great chance of a 2.
Back to you, Simon.
Well, Matt, as you said, let's not count Steve Cowell out just yet, because anything can happen in this situation. And it's, as bunker shots go, it's not too bad.
No, his feet will be slightly above the ball. That'll be the only thing that'll give him something to think about. Won't have masses of green to work with either. But great bunker player, Steve. Keeping himself as calm as ever.
First ever winner of the Trilby Tour back in 2007. Level pegging with Phil Archer at 2 under. Just keeping an eye on that jib camera, which is the camera on the big long boom arm just behind him, giving us those wonderful shots there. Cameras all over this course.
Yeah, Steve just removed a stone out the bunker there, which he's well within his rights to do. Now he's got to get this up quickly and get it spinning as much as he can, so he'll be looking to take this as close to the ball as he can, only trying to take a tiny amount of sand.
Could be risky.
There's that lovely soft sound.
Oh, I don't believe it. These guys are giving us one heck of a show this afternoon.
Anything you can do, Phil, I can also do. How close did that come? And there's that beautiful sound there where the club just gets that real soft cushioning of sand between the ball and the face. Oh, that was so close.
Well, that would have certainly handed the pressure back to Phil Archer if that one had gone in. We're going to have to wait for Arch to putt because it's Warren Bladen next, the 2008 champion, finishing in the top 4 2 years in a row. That's some achievement from the big man.
Yeah, great round of golf out there today. Knocked it round in 4 under. Out in the windy conditions, a great score. Just left that 5 or 6 feet short. He's very much resigned himself to the fact that he's just a spectator now.
Well, he would have been hoping for something. He birdied every par 3 in his round earlier today.
Yeah, that's something that doesn't happen very often.
And you can see from the body language just how much this meant to him today. All of these golfers trying to be very cool on the first tee, but they want to win this.
Yeah, great to see so many players hanging around. Really want to soak up as much of the atmosphere as possible and get back in amongst it next year. Now, Phil Archer, what's he got here? 20 feet for victory.
First genuine opportunity then to win the 2009 Trilby Tour Pro title. It's fallen to Phil Archer. What's the shape of this putt?
This is going to move off his left, as we've seen all day. He will not hit a shot till he's ready. Just lining the ball up exactly where he wants it to start. Now he's getting a feel for the pace.
Just fantastic to see the process that these top golfers are going through before striking the shot.
He's got that look in his eye, hasn't he? He really fancies this.
This for the win. No. We are still going. Steve Cowell is still in this tournament.
Yeah, surprised to see him leave it short there. Just shows even a player of his experience is really feeling the pressure out here today.
So Phil Archer remains on 2 under, and that is what it feels like to miss the first opportunity to win this title. Steve Cowell then, he's still in it, Matt, but this is a tricky putt.
Yeah, slightly longer than the one on the last. The only thing that makes this putt easy is it must go in. There's just no other option for Steve. This will be just inside left edge and expect it to go in at pace. I can't see him dying this one in the front edge at all.
Kill or be killed then for Steve Cowell on this final playoff hole. This putt to take it back to the 18th tee with Phil Archer. Looks good. Oh, it is good. That is stunning. Steve Cowell is still in this one and he's loving it.
Yeah, great looking stroke there. Once again, he's just buried it in the middle, just like he did on the last hole. Watch this. This wraps into the back edge. Absolutely fantastic.
Oh, what a wonderful expression. Was that meant for Phil Archer? I wonder.
He's just reminding him, I'm still here and I am not going quietly.
Birdie putt then for Jamie Harris. That's rather been forgotten in amongst all of this. He's finished very well indeed. He's finished in the top 4 of the Trilby Tour, and that's no mean feat. But it's going to be Steve Cowell going back to the 18th tee with Phil Archer to decide this one. Warren Bladen and Jamie Harris have to take a backward step. They move to the side of the green as William organises all his officials around the back of this green for what is going to be a final showdown to savour. Incredible stuff. Let's hear from Lee and the boys.
Thanks, Simon. Well, we're back to the 18th tee, and Stormy, great up and down.
Yeah, unbelievable up and down there. He short-sided himself off the tee. Yeah, it was a great up and down. Phil, you know, left it short there from 15 feet, probably kicking himself